And welcome to Faith Formation this Wednesday evening. This is the third Sunday after the Epiphany, and we are going to hear a story about the disciples. We're going to hear about Simon and Andrew and James and John being called by Jesus to follow him. And then we're also going to include an activity for you all to learn about. In the meantime, you can also take a quick look over at stpaulsfaithformation.org website, and you can see the service from this past Sunday, the 24th of January, and you can listen to Mother Deborah's sermon and read through the service bulletin for more information about the stories that were read. Please enjoy the evening that we have planned for you. Thanks.
This is the story of the disciples that you can find on page 258 of your Sparks Bible. Jesus told everyone he met, "Repent, stop the bad things you're doing, and start doing good." One day, Jesus was at the seashore, and a crowd had gathered to listen to hear what he had to say. Jesus hopped onto a fishing boat so more people could see and hear him. "Thank you for letting me use your boat," Jesus said. Then he said to the fishing brothers, Simon and Andrew, "I want to thank you with lots of fish. Throw out your nets." "We'll try," they sighed. Simon and Andrew put their nets into the water. "But we fished all night and caught absolutely nothing," they explained to Jesus. Suddenly they felt their nets tug. They were overflowing with fish. Rip, pop, snap. The nets were so full that they were breaking. The brothers pulled in so many fish that the boat started to sink. "Help," they called to their friends in another boat. We have too many fish." James and John rushed to their rescue. The weight of the fish almost took their boat under too. They knew that their new friend Jesus must be someone special. He was the one who told them to catch those fish. "Hey, Simon and Andrew. Hey, James and John. Follow me," Jesus called to them. "Let's catch people instead of fish." Splash! The two sets of brothers dropped their nets into the sea. They were not fishermen anymore. Now they were disciples. Now they would follow Jesus. Jesus met a tax collector at his office. "Hey, Matthew, follow me," Jesus called. "Let's collect people instead of money." Clink! Matthew, the tax collector, dropped his coins to the ground. He was not a tax collector anymore. Now he's his disciple. Now he would follow Jesus. Jesus met the 7 others that day: Philip, Bartholomew, Thomas, another James, Thaddeus, another Simon, and Judas. "Follow me," Jesus said to each of them. Crash, boing, boom. They all stopped and dropped what they were doing. Now they were disciples. Now they would follow Jesus. Jesus and his 12 friends, the disciples, shared the workload of many other followers, including Mary, Magdalene, Joanna, and Susanna. No matter where he went, Jesus called for men and women, boys and girls, to drop what they were doing and follow him.
The activity that Evan is going to share with you this evening is one that is an art project. So you're going to want to gather a few supplies. Now is a great time to pause this video and go gather your supplies. You are going to need 2 pieces of paper. It doesn't matter what color. You can use white, and you can also gather color crayons or markers, colored pencils, anything that you can color with, and a pair of scissors. And those are the supplies for this project. So Evan is going to walk us through that art project next. So why don't you go ahead and gather those supplies up quick. All right, thanks.
As you're doing this project, think about what it would be like to have to leave something that you're doing right away, just drop everything and go because someone told you to. Because that's what the disciples had to do in the story found on page 258 of your Spark Bible when Jesus came to them. We're going to do an art project. For this project, you're going to need 1 piece of paper, a pair of scissors, and any colored pencils or crayons that you're going to want. You may need an adult to help you cut the paper. So what you're going to do is you're going to fold the paper in half in one direction. You're going to crease it, and you're going to unfold it, and fold it in half in the other direction. Then you're going to crease it again, just like this. And then you're going to unfold it again, And you're going to take your scissors and you're going to cut along these lines, the crease lines, all of them until you get 4 pieces of paper, just like this. And now I have my 4 pieces of paper. And now you can pause the video to get to this point yourself. Now I already have my 4 pieces over here cut out. What you're going to want to do is on one piece, you're going to draw 2 boats, like this. On the next one, you're going to draw, well, 5 people. I drew 6, but you're going to draw 5, and their names are Simon, Andrew, James, John, and Jesus. And then you're going to want to draw a bunch of fish. It doesn't matter what color they are or how many, but you want a lot. And then with your 4th piece of paper, you're going to want to cut it into a square. In order to cut it into a square, you're going to take this corner up here and bring it down until this edge right here is lined up with the bottom edge. And then once you get it to that point, you're going to crease it. You're going to crease your paper. And you're going to cut along the edge here. See where the fold line comes down? That's where you cut. Now you're going to have, once you unfold this, you're going to have a square. And now you're going to fold this in half 3 or 4 times. Once in half, twice in half again, in half again, and now you could stop here, or you could do one more and do a 4th fold. I'm going to do 4 folds. Now you can pause it and get to this point. Once you have this little piece of paper folded 3 or 4 times, you're going to take your scissors, and you might need help with this part, and you're going to cut a bunch of little triangles or any shape that you want out of the 3 sides of this paper. And once you do all of them, you're going to do them on all 3 sides. You can take and unfold it, and it'll have a pattern on it. I already have one over here that's done, and so it should look something like this once it's finished. And that will be your fishing net. And now you can take all your people and your people and your fish and your boat, and you're going to want to cut them out. And once you have them all cut out of the paper, you can take them and on a bigger piece of paper, then you can glue them. It could be a blue construction paper or just a regular old white paper or printer paper or anything that you have. And you would glue your separate boats on, and you would put your people on top of the boats. And then you would have the fish in the ocean below. Or you could just play with it without gluing them together. One way you can play with it is you can take this fishing net that we cut out earlier, and you can take all the fish that you would have cut out, and you can throw the net onto the fish once you have them glued onto the paper, or if they're just scattered on your paper. And this is like in the story when Simon and Andrew were fishing, and then Jesus came and he brought a bunch of fish into their net that they needed help from John and James to pull it in. Thanks for joining us and creating this project with me.
I really appreciate you joining us this evening. I hope you enjoyed the story and the activity. Please just expand your creativity and find a way to reflect on the story and move through your week with that in mind. I hope you have a great evening and talk to you next time.